Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a
toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, Corey Ballentine. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return,
the former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 88 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out come the Eagles. Carson Wentz.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week. In his number, excitement he really generated was the one. And his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give a good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A first down carry for Barkley. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver is able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Jones pass.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this thing is blown up defensively. On the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
By Dexter Lawrence. A 6-yard loss.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Operating from the gun. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
22 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep to return it is Nickel Roby. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Wentz now on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Good for an Eagles.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. His 2nd sack of the night.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this.
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Wentz's pass complete to Dallas Goedert. That's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
2.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Eagles.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wentz on the give to Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Wentz. Got him there. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Wentz. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
At the 4-yard line.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he spins past him and into space. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. at the Eagles.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Sterling Shepard, incomplete.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Saquon Barkley.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Giants 17. Eagles nothing.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Goodwin. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
Eagles nothing.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Goodwin. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 24. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Wentz. being chased out left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Jones. Throwing on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And let's roll on these sacks. We've seen quite a few of them.
I've lost track of the number, and maybe the guys on offense have as well, because they have not been able to figure out a way to plug the holes in their protection. No matter what they're doing, at least one person is leaking through, and they're getting home and finishing plays.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Wentz's pass.
And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
On first down, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Because let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jones now to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
Jones pass.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Aldrick Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
At the Giants.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
This is Barkley.
And 4.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was taken down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Almost at 7 yards.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
First down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
Jones pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Tate's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Jones pass.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the LA Rams. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 30.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Eagles.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. It's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Brought down by Nate Gary. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon Graham. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Goldman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
now it's Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Jones pass. Complete to Saquon Barkley.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Rick Rosas on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
41. Eagles 22.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start with the option. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Made by Julian Love. A gain of a yard.
Another run here with Sanders.
3.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, You just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought
Power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up downtown, guys. Downtown. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Was sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After that sack, 3rd and long, touch line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and
another incomplete pass. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
New York set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Barkley shoves him away. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pushing through the contact. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
To Saquon Barkley.
From 17 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Roses to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Shreds the tackle.
Wentz's pass. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw is Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz again. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. They will run with Clement, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, New York.
Now Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 19.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Giant ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Gallman will run it. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
The tackle made by Rodney McLeod.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Gallman. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go to Barkley again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Saquon Barkley, the Giants.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Giants 58, Eagles 29.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check back, check back.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2. Brings up.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier. Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Jones pass.
Let's go. Let's go.
Complete to Evan Ingram. 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
57. Mike, 57. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Tonight's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time with
teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Second and 10. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 40.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 23 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cowboys.
This is Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The Cowboy first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Dallas.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Escaping, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 47 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Joshua Perkins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
Intended for Michael Gallup.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Deep to return is Nikel Roby-Coleman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On first down, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Wentz to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Now Wentz on third down. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the 24, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Elliott
at the 40-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
It's a gain of 10. And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott from the gun. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Prescott's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the
out of the gun, it's Elliott. Down to the 25. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Made by Brandon Graham. A 2-yard gain on the play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Dak's going to keep it.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Running with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
2nd and 5 now.
Wentz dancing to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
The tackle made at the 40.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The first quarter with the score Cowboys 14, Eagles 7.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Down at the 37.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you show the offensive...
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Corey Clemens, the ball carrier. A fumble on the play.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Corey Clemens, the ball carrier.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
17. Cowboys 14.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
on 1st and 10, it's Clement. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, and on the stop there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will start with an option going left. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
The handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Prescott's pass. Complete.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Mike Daniels.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wentz. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right. You can't.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott wide open. Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeout. To go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. To the air again, Prescott.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. And a Cowboy first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 21-17, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Brings up third and 5.
To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
26 miles.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and he rifles one incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wentz. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this one is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and
on the draw. Here's Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 27, Cowboys 24.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some change.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Wentz going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Good for an Eagles.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Wentz again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
He's not going to get me. 55.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Elliott. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
45-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
here's Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott going to do it himself. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 48.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The give is to Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up
from the shotgun. It's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Prescott.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to
Michael Gallup. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
31.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. A fumble on the play.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Wentz now to throw. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Wins to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And some room to work. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott's going to keep this. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Now
line.
back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense.
On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard, and we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Wentz now on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's good.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet,
there you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Is the ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's now 2nd and 6.
Wentz defers to Clement. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference was just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Neville Gallimore. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run with Sanders.
41-yard line.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Miles.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Van Der Esch on the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mike Daniels busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
First down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down throw for Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense. Oh, they can't stop it. It's killing offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down.
Prescott now. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. Now he'll pull it down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wentz. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Lead to Dallas Goedert. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Wentz going to throw. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
To Deshaun.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now Wentz. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 7, a minute 15 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Prescott now from the 50. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
52.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Philadelphia, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis.